it's me, Mandy. And there's a car that just honked right as I said my name. Let's go have some fun. Sailor Moon International Day in Vancouver. Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon. Just got my hair done, all glittery. I passed on the moon buns, but no. Tracey Moore sat in the other seat beside me and also got some pink glitter done in her hair, so that was fun. Alrighty guys, waiting for the opening ceremonies to begin.
Absolutely thrilled to have everybody here to celebrate everything Sailor Moon, everything we love about Sailor Moon, why we're obsessed with Sailor Moon, and we're proudly obsessed. Aren't we? Aren't we proudly obsessed?
Yes!
First and foremost, introduce a very special guest. The person who made all of this possible, the founder, owner of VanExpo and International Sailor Moon Day of what we have going on today. Tony Chu, everybody!
Yay! Thank you for coming. This was supposed to be such a small event, and you made it so magical. And you know, we've just begun. You know, there's a full day here. We've got the Fictionals later. We've got Feud. We've got beautiful Miss Tracey Moore. Before I just finish off, I just want you to finish a sentence for me. In the name of the moon,
I shall punish you!
Thank you so much.
This is a loving place, and I'm so excited because you are the love of Sailor Moon, so thank you for making this happen. Give yourselves a big hand.
And Team 2, who's your team captain? Team captain, what's your name?
Mandy.
Mandy? Daryl? Luana?
Danny.
And Danny. Okay. And what is your team name?
Amazonian Quartet.
The Amazonian Quartet. Out, your first question is, name a character who is not a Sailor Scout. I'd like to know who rung in first. What's your answer?
Umino.
Show me Umino. Melvin or Umino? Melvin is the best character, and anyone who thinks that can fight me.
What you reading? I can tell you in detail how this liner was built.
I'd rather take a math test, Melvin.
You have one chance to get an answer that is within the top 3 that could beat Melvin.
Naru or Molly.
Show me Miss Molly.
Oh, Lord.
And Molly is higher on the board. Would you guys like to play the round or pass it?
Play.
They're going to play the round. All right.
Hey guys, it's Mandy here. I'm at the Sailor Moon International Convention today in Vancouver, and there's a local artist by the name of Karen from Pop Femme Art. Hello! And I just bought a t-shirt design from her of Seiya and Usagi from Sailor Stars. She has some really pretty Sailor Moon art here today.
My favorite design is probably the one that I'm wearing right now. It's brand new. I just made prints of them. As far as my art, I guess women who kick ass.
I like that.
Inspired
I like
by
that.
Sailor Moon for so long.
Alrighty guys, well I'm going to put Karen's info for Instagram down below, and you can also see once my shirt comes in that I ordered one of me and
on Instagram.
we're in line to go see the Fictionals Comedy Co. coming up in about a half an hour, I've been enlightened of. Really? Yay!
Hello everyone, my name is Daniel. We are the Fictionals, and in honor of Sailor Moon and everything anime and manga and wonderful, we are here to perform an improvised adventures of International Sailor Moon Day, Vancouver 2018 with all of you. Yay! Now, let's start off nice and easy on the count of 3. What is your name? 1, 2, 3!
Mandie! Yeah.
Excellent, perfect. So, on the count of 3, if you could go and visit any planet, what planet would you visit? 1, 2, 3!
Pluto!
Other than Sailor Moon, what is your favorite anime or manga that you like to read or enjoy? 1, 2, 3! All right, second over here. What did you say?
Fushigi Yugi.
Fushigi yes. And keep those hands going because here comes your improviser! Hello. Welcome, improvisers. Improvisers, your lovely audience, your comedians. From stage right all the way down, please introduce yourself to this crowd and share with them one of your favorite anime or mangas that you like to enjoy.
Okay, hello, my name is Travis, and I was going to mention, I'm old enough that I remember the 1985 Astro Boy. Which
There are people here who were not born in 85.
Actually, I just found this out, was specifically made for Canada. Like, we had our own dub. Yeah, and at the end they add this extra part where like the episode was recapped with a mistake, and you were invited to spot the mistake in the recap. Yeah, and so that's very Canadian.
I'm gonna apologize for it.
Ago, the Japanese were testing Canadians. My name is Alan, and hands down, Sailor Moon is my favorite anime.
Alright, let's see what's on the back of that. Next up, what do we have?
Not that I can follow a full thigh tattoo. But I'm Tia, and my favorite anime is probably Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
And last but not least,
Oh, it's the thing with you.
Hi, my name is Tunji, and I don't know a damn thing about him.
he's here to learn! Yeah!
I will right wrongs and triumph over evil. And that means you. I was a voice director at that time, but I was also into all the things that Sailor Moon is about. Like, I was into cosmology, I was into healing, I was into gems, I was into all this stuff, and I was like, she's a weirdo. And it was like, but it just so happened that the dubbing director that they had didn't understand anything, and on the day that I came to do Sailor Moon, they fired him. and the producer said, "Tracey, you direct, right?" I went, "Yeah." No, you're the director, and I went, I did it. And so I could explain to the actors what was going on in parallel realities, and that we're now in the present, and we used to be in the past, and there's an incarnation in the video game. There's actually a guide that the animals are spirit guides, all these kinds of things that people had kind of not heard of before. And I sort of had, it was just kind of serendipitous that I was the one who was gonna direct it and create it, and no one thought it would do well except for, I think, me. Because I thought, this is really good. Like, this is a hero who is unsure of herself. This is girls who are banding together, and they're not like, they're like, they're like, I don't know, do you know? No, I don't know.
What happened? This dream is getting weirder and weirder. I'll never study that hard again. I want to play Sailor V video games.
It was like that kind of stuff, and so they're finding their Sailor Moon, they were fighting the Negaverse, negative energy. For the first time that concept had even touched North American soil, that I'm not actually needing to kill someone, I'm actually fighting an energy field and a consciousness. And I was so encouraged by that, and I really think that has become, you know, if you were around when Sailor Moon was just coming, you wouldn't have too many pals who would be going, you know, just think positive thoughts, you know, don't be negative, don't, you know, that kind of thing was just at the birth of coming in, and now it's everywhere, you know? And I think Sailor Moon had a lot to do with it, because the children were listening, and they were already intuiting that this is something I understand, like this is something that makes sense to me, you know? Even though the adults were going, yeah, but her mouth is bigger than her head. You know, so, yeah, it remains a challenge, you know?
Oh, there's a girl. Oh, she's got friends. Oh, she deals with school. Whoa. You know, like,
yeah,
it was really inspiring that way.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't this perfect character, and it was the fact that you didn't need to be a perfect character to be a superhero.
That's right, absolutely,
So
absolutely.
I found it totally inspiring that way. So,
yeah, me too. I thought that was really about time, right? There's so much that happened in Sailor Moon that had not been seen before. Like that anti-hero, like Serena had nothing going for her, right? She was like, I eat too much, I sleep too much, I don't go to school, I can barely, you know, hold one thought for longer than the next sparkly thing. No, like, how could she be a hero? And it was just that made all of us love her and think that there's a hero in us. If she can be a hero, we can be a hero. Tuxedo Mask comes in and goes, here's a rose. See ya!
Who is that? You don't want to know.
Hey, wait, I put a mask on. You won't recognize me.
In the Japanese version of Sailor Moon, their episodes, they're not in the English dub. And can you tell me the reason, like the pet store one, why, like they in the US or Canada, why they decided not to go with those episodes?
Okay, what happened was the footage was bought separately by a company, and then it was chopped up and put into kids' educational content. And so they actually chopped the animation and had writers, unbelievably, writing scripts that would be along the storylines, but they would try and match the mouths as much as they could. Sailor Moon was the first time they'd done an actual real series in Canada where you were going to take it was done by a dubbing company, and basically what that means is that there's an English movie or an English product, and they run these lines underneath they run these lines underneath in a foreign language, and you try and fit those in, and so that you get, so that it can be sold in other countries. That's the company that was doing Sailor Moon. So they'd never done any original product before. So what they did is they wrote English to the Japanese, and they cut it up, and they also had the challenge of having to make it children's programming. Sailor Moon was a primetime adult show. I always came on at 8 o'clock at night, and that's why we had those really short skirts, and we had transvestites, and we had, alcoholism. We had a lot of things going on in Sailor Moon. and so those things all got cut out so that children's content in North America could be satisfied. So if in whatever episodes were not used, that was because there was content in those episodes that they couldn't salvage the episode with keeping that content. And that's why Sailor Moon Says came in, because there was a law in Canada that had to be educational. Well, Sailor Moon was educational in a spiritual realm, and educational in certain other kinds of challenging realms, but it wasn't and then you eat this and you get better, so they had to have great Sailor Moon Says and have just remember, kids.
The point is, no matter who you are, guy or girl, don't settle for someone who treats you badly.
That kind of stuff. So it satisfied the educational content on the networks. So if you didn't see it, it's because there was context that they couldn't adapt.
You deserve the best. Don't you settle for less.